In our first two videos, we already said that to get people to listen to you and influence them to act, you should consider, first of all, seeing yourself as energy, and secondly, seeing yourself as authority. In fact, speaking from a place of authority. Today, I want to give you the third tip, which is to see them as you, to see your audience as yourself. Why? Because it is somewhat difficult to influence others if you do not see yourself in them. If there is no kind of relationship, if there is no kind of connection somewhere. This is very key. So, your task before you go out there to speak to people is to bridge the gap, of course, mentally, bridge the gap between you and the others. As a matter of fact, I want to give you one mantra. Say this mantra, so to say, before your speech at any time. There are no others. Simple. Only one. And the good thing that happens when you begin to see your audience as yourself is that concepts that usually cloud the mind, such as, they don't look like me, or they are way out of my league, these concepts will naturally dissolve. When you begin to see your audience as yourself, when you begin to feel this sense of connection to them, what then happens? You notice that you begin to speak honestly. You begin to speak authentically. And people like it. People like people that they can connect with. People like to listen to people that they can relate to. Because when you see people as strangers or, people that are so different from you, what you are doing is, even if you don't know it, you are building a long bridge between you and them. And in such a situation, it is difficult for your message to be passed on to them in such a way that they will be able to be influenced by you. So the third tip is to see your audience as yourself. And before you go to your next event, my tip would be to maybe, ask yourself, if these people are me, would I be nervous? How would I be if I'm talking to myself? Before you hop onto your next event, I want you to tell yourself that right now, I am going to speak to myself. I am going to speak to myself. I'm not going to speak to some strangers that I've never known. As a matter of fact, I'm going to speak to my friends. I'm going to speak to the people that understand me. They are connected to me. We are one. And the moment you have this kind of understanding, it reprograms your mind and you are ready to speak in a way that will touch their hearts and get them to listen to you. This one is no longer listening from ear to ear. It is listening from heart to heart.